guys, welcome back to the channel. Charlie the Plumber here. I'm here with Bo from, is it Orion Blinds?
Orion, yeah. So you have Lake Orion down by you, right?
We do. And that's why, you know, before we come, I did a little research just to see how you pronounced it. So, so we're at Orion Blinds here in Iron Mountain, Michigan. And they have an all insulated blind?
That's correct. 2 inches of insulation on the roof, the walls, and the floor.
Okay, okay.
We hunt the swamps of the UP, so you can't really get heavy equipment or tractors or fully assembled blinds into some of these tough to hunt spots. So we decided to design something that was modular. The first one's bolted together, you know, it took half hour, 45 minutes to do, and then we say, hey, that's kind of frustrating. What if we make this thing a little bit quicker to put together? That was the first innovation, was really the patented latching system we have to hold everything together. And then from there it went to, hey, we got to make this thing easier to move. So we went to this lightweight aluminum. And aluminum lasts forever, right? It's the same aluminum that you would see on an enclosed trailer, really. Right. So we went to that. So now we have this really lightweight, this insulation, this 2 inches of insulation gives us great warmth for the north, but also the structure we need for snow load and moving around. And
so how much does each one of them panels weigh?
Sure. So we have what we call smalls and larges. So the smalls are kind of your corner of your octagon, and your larges are the bigger horizontal panels. Okay. The smalls are about 14 pounds, and the bigger ones are about 20 pounds. So the whole blind weighs about 220 pounds, fully assembled. So it can be moved around and stationed where you want it. So
these blinds I see are octagon type system. Could we build a 10-foot long blind if we so chose to?
Well, technically you could probably snap the panels together, but right now we have two models. One that we call the Orion 55, which is a 5-foot diameter with 5 sides, and then the Orion 68, which is a 6-foot diameter with 8 sides. So those are our two models that we're offering right now, and that's really great for two hunters, right? Father and a son or a grandson or whatever. And then the 55 really is great for a one-man hunting. Okay. We have cold winters, cold hunting seasons up here in the UP, so the insulation was definitely needed to be part of it, but also that creates a structural insulated panel, a SIP panel that gives us, you know, a lot of strength in those walls and to handle up to, you know, 300 inches of snow load. You know, we've put these blinds on the shores of Lake Superior and the Keweenaw Peninsula, and they handle that snow load no problem.
That's crazy.
This is, you know, first product ever shipped out of the facility here. 2020 we were named the coolest product made in Michigan, which is really awesome. Just last year in 22 we were named 50 companies to watch by the state. We've had lieutenant governors visit up here and people who've had success with their products send the pictures in, and that's really what's fun and bonding of all of us. We're all hunters, right? Absolutely. And so it's always fun for people to send a picture and be like, hey, check out this sweet buck I shot out of your product. So that's really the best. So this is what we call a retail display. So our dealers will get this, and this shows you how the product works. Right. So this is, feel how lightweight that is.
That's pretty darn light. Even an old guy can pick that up.
And this kind of shows you the construction, right? So we got aluminum, foam, there's another layer of aluminum, and then the carpeting. So that gets you the structure needed in order to build the product up. And basically as fast as you can take this and line it up with the panel next to you, drop it down on our patented catches, and throw a couple latches, you can build this thing up.
So one thing that I did see down at the retail place was I like the rain shield per se. That's a great idea because obviously you're always dealing with water coming into your blind and whatnot.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. And being modular, we have challenges because there's lots of seams, right? So every seam gets this bulb seal on the vertical seams, and then also on the floor and the ceiling. We have those bulb seals on every single seam to help lock that in, keep your insects out, keep your scent, your sound, and your heat in, and Mother Nature out.
So not to get away too far, but so you've got your tinted window screen here, and you've got the magnets on there.
That's correct. So
how did you come up with that idea? Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea.
It was, you know, we didn't like the Velcro. Velcro's used in some of this stuff, and it's loud, right? Yeah. So like, what can be quiet? What can give you some versatility? So yeah, what you're talking about here is our window tint screen, and that is a you know, a mesh screen. You can still see through it a little bit, but it helps black you out a little bit more. You can fold that down. You can have half tinted window. You can take it, you can just have it on those two magnets. It gives you some versatility. You know, if you're getting closer to nighttime, take that off. Now you have really clear windows. Some people like the tinted windows, and so we will sell tinted windows, but in low light, sometimes they get too dark. So this gives you tinting or not, depending on if you want it or not.
So these windows are also a good, would you say, quarter inch?
Quarter inch acrylic, yeah.
Okay, so that's an acrylic, not a plexiglass.
Not a plexiglass,
okay,
that's an acrylic. We've found that that's the best for impact resistance because these are modular, right? We actually started the design with glass windows and they kept breaking because we're throwing them in the bed of your pickup truck, you're moving them around. So we went to a nice thick quarter inch acrylic. That gives that window a good feel and also a lot of backbone to crush up into that bulb seal.
Plus you've got the turn stops, I guess you could say, for the windows to keep them open, keep them closed.
Yeah.
We have the seal on that window itself.
Yep.
Oh yeah, got the insulation all the way around.
Yep.
I'm getting hot just sitting in that blind right now. Got to turn the heater down.
Yeah.
And then over here in the corner, you got some options.
Yep, so this is our chair. It's a pedestal chair. You know, so this thing's 360. This thing can go up and down. Right, gives you a lot of versatility, whatever height you're at when it comes to sitting in there. And then we also have some shelves that we make. So, you know, you got your cup holder for your sarsaparillas or your drinks, and then a nice padded shelf, some hooks for accessories, and a little cubby to put some stuff in. So
put your binocs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And then the bow holder.
Yeah, a little bow hook up here as well. So those are the accessories. This we'll give these to our dealers, you know, and actually the ones in the dealers have a little pedestal that have a video screen on them that'll play through all of our marketing content. And that allows us to describe how we're different. Because one of the challenges we have is if you just drive by it in the road, right, where is the black box versus the green box versus the tan box.
Right.
And people don't know that we're modular. So having this in the shop where they can have you pick up the panel, show you how it all works, really gives the customer a great experience.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, so this is a new window for us this year. Actually, the display you saw over there was our 2023 model. This is what we're launching for 2024. So we've added some more simpler turns. If I get this off of here, you know, we've gone to a one-piece injection molded piece. So what that's done is really helped save us on our manufacturing. Our previous style windows, our operators would have to touch 64 different pieces in order to build up that window.
Right.
And with this, we get them in from our manufacturer, our injection molding manufacturer, we drop them in, and 10 rivets later, this product's assembled. So we've been able to get out a lot more product with the simplicity of that window.
So you can mix and match these, as long as you got that 5-sided building, you can mix and match these windows wherever you want them. Is that correct?
That's correct. And so what we'll have, you know, this is what an example of a horizontal panel.
Right.
We'll have in our, what we call our vertical option, 2 vertical windows in here.
Okay.
So a guy goes into his blind and say he's got one spot where he's overlooking a food plot. In gun season, he wants to have a horizontal window here, and he can put that panel there for gun season. If he buys the vertical option, say on his right-hand side, he'll have a double vertical window. When it's archery, he can actually swap those 2 panels and gives you some versatility with how you hunt. Do you want to have those double verticals overlooking your food plot, or do you want to have that horizontal that gives you that nice gun resting spot?
So with everything here, awesome. I look up and I see a vent here.
Yeah.
Tell me about the vent idea.
Sure. So venting is really important for moisture control. Okay. We're very insulated, and up here in the north we use Mr. Buddy heaters. That's really the most popular thing.
Sure.
That creates an off gas. Burning of that propane, if you don't have a vented heater, right, it will create a moisture off gas. So we do this for make sure there's safe, fresh air coming in for people who are using Mr. Buddies or any other ventless heater system, and also to keep a fresh air coming through if you're in a warmer climate. Yeah, so what they have here is, this is our 5-foot ladder, you know, with our new 55 model. For this year, right? This is our Orion 55, so you can see the double verticals for the archery windows. Yep. You know, our most popular model is our 10-foot staircase. You know, this shows our 5-foot ladder, and then our Orion 55, which is our 5-sided 5-foot model. Really great for a single gun hunter, or just big enough to do, for you to pull back a bow for vertical hunting or crossbow hunting.
Is this a powder coating?
Correct. Yeah. So we have our own in-house powder coat system. So this gets powder coated. We kind of joke you can get it in any color you want as long as it's black.
Okay.
Kind of the Model T approach to our towers. But we do have 1 foot, 5 foot, 10 foot, 15-foot models, both in ladder and stair. Again, this is our 5-foot ladder model. Our most popular is our 10-foot staircase.
Okay, so when you say staircase, help me out here.
Yep. So a staircase is a little bit different than a ladder, where you actually have steps. They have a 6-inch tread. You have handrails, and you're going to be able to walk up that stair. It's really safe for Grandpa or for Charlie. The guys are getting older.
For Charlie the plumber, that's old as heck.
Yeah, he needs the stairs, and that's good for kids as well. Really creates a safe entry and exit. And then we have a nice large platform here too,
and that goes up to 15 feet.
15 foot, yep.
Nice.
And with the platform, what's nice about this, you can stand right on the top of that platform, open that door. You're not swinging the door past you. You're not having to get out of the way of the door. You can stand at that level. Really safe entry and exit.
And how are these anchored to the ground?
So these models will have ground anchors, which you can see here in the corners.
Yep.
And then this is a big center anchor, which they'll lock down
screws in
the middle, and then we'll have a big 1,000-pound ratchet strap that will ratchet down and hold that together.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Absolutely awesome. The directions are even good enough for a plumber to follow.
They're better than the directions you would normally see.
Excellent.
So.
Excellent.
Great.
So that's awesome.
Great.
Let's go up and check it out.
Wow, it holds him.
That's right. It even holds fat guys.
Nice. But yeah, so this is the 55 model, a little bit smaller than that 68 that we were in earlier, but still gives you great visibility, right? You got the horizontal windows. This is our vertical combo blind, meaning we got a couple panels that have the double verticals. And what's great about this, if you want to have another panel with verticals right behind you, unsnap it, re-snap it. Now you can face this towards your food plot, and you got 4 vertical windows that you want to be shooting out of. If you
so my question to you is, if I decided to say, okay, I want to buy an extra panel, can I do that?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
So then if I wanted to have 4 of the vertical blind or vertical windows, and then I could change out, all I gotta do is change that panel out.
All you gotta do is change that panel out. And what's great too is, we hunt in the woods, and sometimes trees come down, and so guys, instead of having to throw away a whole blind, they come and say, hey, I ruined my panel, the tree fell on it. We had a guy shoot through the panel. And I
didn't know my dad had one of these blinds.
7mm does a lot of damage to the panels, so he needed a new one. So those things can get replaced much easier.
That 7mm is not bad going out, but on the other side, the exit wound is going to be much bigger.
And that's exactly what it looked like.
Cool. So. Well, guys, you have seen the tour of Orion blinds. They are an awesome blind up here in Iron Mountain, Michigan. Check out online at huntorion.com for the dealers in your area. I'm definitely going to be in touch with Bo from Orion here to see if I can get me a blind. These are great blinds, and I think it's going to be a great asset to the hunting world in the future, because you know what? There's old guys like me that don't like to be cold when we're out hunting. We like to be able to enjoy it. If you're not seeing no deer, you might as well not see no deer in an Orion hunting blind. So appreciate it, Bo. We appreciate your time, and love your blinds, and hopefully you guys are to the top, baby, and we can say that we were here and we did the interview with you.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Charlie, and let me know. We can get you hooked up with something this fall.
Perfect. Thank you. With that being said, see ya.